March 2020, I watched $6,000 vanish from my investing account. I was sitting on my couch with coffee in hand, staring in disbelief. It was gone, just overnight, no warning, no second chance. And my first thought, this is it. This is when I lose everything. When the market tanks, when it looks like everything in the economy is coming to a screeching halt. And that's the moment that determines everything. It's the moment when people who weren't born into money either become millionaires or you miss the sale of a lifetime. And who doesn't love a good sale? I sure do. I didn't know it then, but I was standing at one of the biggest financial crossroads in my life. And what I did next, it changed everything. In today's episode, I'm sharing the story of that $6,000 crash, the financial fire I had to walk into, and the 3 moves I would tell my past self to present you to make sure that if you're staring down a recession or a crash, man, it is not about getting lucky. It is about moving when every single part of you just wants to freeze. Let's get ourselves a cup of coffee and catch up in today's episode of Lady Boss of Finance. Two months earlier, I was celebrating a moment that was huge. For the first time ever, my portfolio, my investing portfolio, it started with a 4. $41,129. Every small move I had made, every packed lunch, every night skipped out, clicked into proof. And then, bam, COVID hit. My portfolio dropped to $35,000 almost overnight. $6,000, at least for me, it buys a lot of things in my world, and it just disappeared. F-U-D, F-U, man, let me tell you. No, F-U-D, fear, uncertainty, doubt. FUD. It's not just a financial buzzword you hear bros talk about. It was my reality. I sat on my couch and was just there thinking, this time is different. This time, we're not gonna bounce back. This economy's not coming back. It's a global pandemic. This is the black swan event that wipes people out, including me. And honestly, it felt true. I thought recessions were where wealth disappeared, as clearly mine was beginning to when the market and my portfolio crashed. I didn't realize yet that recessions are where wealth gets transferred. They're not death sentences, even though they feel like it. They're clearance sales on the future. Everything people say they want. Time, security, freedom, all those things, they cost some money, they cost green. And all those things go on sale during a market downturn or a recession. But here's the thing a lot of people don't know. They don't go on sale for everybody. They don't go on sale even for the smartest people in the room. They go on sale for the people who are brave enough to show up even or especially when everyone else is too scared to move. Think of it, this is just me. Think of it like a sample sale that you learned about from your BFF who texted you the deets. And sitting there staring down the barrel of my $6,000 loss, something unexpected clicked. If I freeze now, I lose. But if I move, if I plant some seeds in that shitstorm, I could own a future everyone else was too scared to buy. I did what felt like walking into a burning house. I took every dollar I could spare and invested it. I wasn't trying to outsmart Wall Street, and I certainly wasn't trying to be the next Warren Buffett. I just asked myself a few basic questions. Who's hurting badly, but they're too big to die? Hotels, airlines, and cruise lines. Who's winning at home right now? Peloton, Zoom, any brand that would help people survive lockdown life. And if there's one thing I carried with me from studying, of all things, classics and the humanities at the University of Chicago, it's this. When in doubt, get curious. Ask better questions. Find the cracks of opportunity hiding inside the chaos. My problem? I was $6,000 down, and I had an absolutely terrified mindset. I also had a choice, freeze or move. And I chose to move. Not because I was fearless, I was not, but because I learned that even when you're scared, especially when you're scared, the right questions can lead you to the right moves. So if you're sitting there right now, sipping your cup of coffee, and you feel that little knot of uncertainty in your stomach, and if you're wondering, yeah, okay, but what should I actually do right now? Here's exactly what I would tell my past self and present you. 3 simple moves to start building wealth, even when the world feels shaky. No crystal ball required. Pro tip number 1, know your cash cushion. Before you even think about investing during a downturn, during a recession, during a market crash, check your parachute first, because your emergency fund, it is not optional, it is oxygen. Without it, every little unexpected thing like a flat tire or, I don't know, right here, this $1,200 vet bill from Hamilton, my dog deciding that he just needed to eat that toy this last week. It could force you to sell your investments at the worst possible time. Think of your cash cushion, that emergency fund, like that emergency poop bag spot in your dog leash. You don't appreciate it until you're standing there in the middle of a neighbor's lawn with no backup plan. So before you plant seeds in the market, make sure you've got enough saved to weather whatever those little or big financial storms that may come your way. Start small if you need to. Think of enough money for a pair of tires, 1 month's rent, 1 vet visit right here. Because investing works when you can stay invested, not when you panic sell your future to survive your present. Pro tip number 2, get off zero. If you're feeling broke right now, I get it. I was too. But here's the truth. The hardest part isn't investing a lot of money. It's getting off $0. It's like going to the gym after months being away or just starting to go to the gym at all. It's not about running that 5K. It's about getting off the couch and just showing up at the gym. Every dollar you invest, even if it's just a coffee budget $5 amount, it's not just money. It's an identity shift, because you go from being someone who's scared of the market to someone who owns a piece of the future. You build momentum. You start seeing yourself differently. So even if it's $5 a week, even if it's the cost of that Starbucks latte you like to get off zero, because $5 invested in yourself beats $0 investing in fear every single time. Pro tip number 3, trust time over timing. What does that mean? You know what nobody can consistently do? Not even those Wall Street bros at my investing company, what they can do with spreadsheets and their 6 monitors? Predict the perfect moment to jump in and invest. The market is Think of the market as your flaky friend who says she's, just 5 minutes away when she's still doing her hair. You can't trust that timing. You cannot trust timing the market. But you can trust if you stay ready, you won't miss out when that market, your friend, finally shows up. Timing the market, it feels sexy. Timing the market, it feels smart, waiting for that right moment. But what does history actually show us? Time in the market beats timing the market every time. So instead of stressing about that perfect moment, pick your pace, build your habit, automate your investing so that fear you might have right now, it doesn't even get a seat at the table. Because wealth isn't about being perfect. It's about being present long enough to let compounding do the heavy lifting in that gym for you. What's our big takeaway? Here's the truth. No one tells you when there's fear in the air and blood in the streets, especially if some of that blood is yours. Recessions do not destroy wealth. They transfer it. They transfer it to people who are scared but move anyways. To the ones who keep planting seeds, even in the middle of that crazy storm. To the ones who build their cash cushions, who get off zero and trust time over timing. And if you're here sipping your coffee with me, great news, you are already one of them. You are not late. You are not behind. You are right on time. And if this hit home, give it a like and share it with that BFF of yours who you want sitting next to you at your beach house one day, because you're gonna get there when you keep investing in that market. And before you go, tell me one thing in the comments. What's one small move you're making today to bet on future you? I want to see that comment. I want to cheer you on. And I'll be doing that until I see you next Sunday right here on Lady Boss of Finance. Cheers.